Now, part one of the thrilling series finale of Merlin went out on Saturday. Are you a fan? Get in touch. Arthur and Merlin are forced to run for their lives as the merciless sorceress Morgana attacks Camelot. But can Merlin save the day once again? We're all on tenterhooks, aren't we? Looking forward to the second part of the season's finale on BBC One Wales this Saturday. Actors Colin Morgan, who plays Merlin, and Bradley James, Arthur, are with us. Good morning, you two.
Morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Hello. There aren't many people who know how this all ends, but you two do. Are you going to give anything away?
We were supposed to. I've forgotten already. It was a while back when we filmed this.
Colin, let's start with you first of all. I mean, this is such a treat, isn't it? I mean, it must be such a delight working on something like this.
Oh, we're extremely lucky. I don't think for a second you really take it for granted, and it's always worth just reminding yourself, I think, you know, at any point throughout the series, just to go take a step back, remember where you were 4 years ago, and go, like, we're so lucky to be a part of this. And yeah, it's taken off. It's a huge success. We're getting some of the highest ratings we've ever got, and it's just getting more and more popular.
Merlin has a very English accent, doesn't he, Colin? Yours is you're from Northern Ireland, aren't you?
Yeah, I get possessed whenever I'm filming.
And when you've got the Merlin clothes on, do you always speak in the English accent?
Only. Yeah,
really?
and no, I'm joking.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's you know, anything like that helps you get into character, particularly being in the costume and everything, and the accent's just a part of my character as well.
Do they? I mean, you went to the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama, didn't you? I mean, presumably they spend loads of time with students like you when you were a student, working on things like accent. I mean, where do you start on doing things like accent? How does it work for you?
Well, the training that I got at the RSAMD is phenomenal. I had the best time of my life there, and it's got one of the best voice departments in the country. It's really fantastic. Ross Dean there, who heads the voice department, was phenomenal. She really gives you a really strong grounding in accents, how to use them, how to study them and work out the phonetics and what's the changes in accents. And you know, technically, it's really fascinating, and that's something I think the RSMD were brilliant at.
Yes.
And then
so is it kind of the vowel sounds that you listen out for?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
like, how would you do a Welsh accent?
Go on, Bradley would be able to tell you that.
Go on, Bradley, give us your best Welsh accent. You do a good Cardiff accent. Go on.
He does a good Cardiff accent.
Go on.
I can't do no bets because I've been thinking about it. There you go.
That's really good.
Well, it comes to spending that much time in Cardiff. I'm going down the bay, like, and whose coat is that jacket? There you go.
I went outside and there was my car. Gone.
Because so much of this is filmed in Wales, isn't it, Bradley? You spent loads of time
here. We spend 8 months of the year in, we're in France for a bit of that, but the majority of that 8 months we're in Cardiff and, you know, doing bad Welsh accents. And I've actually fallen in love with Cardiff, actually. I wasn't sure how to take the place when I first got there because it was, you know, it meant sort of going away from home for, you know, a long time, but I've actually become really fond of Cardiff, which yeah, I wasn't expecting.
Now, the show also stars Richard Wilson as the wise court physician. He plays Gaius. He's Merlin's mentor and confidant. I wonder what it's like having someone like that on the set, because I mean, you guys are, you know, relatively young. You're starting out.
They're very young.
They're very much younger than us. I mean, what's it like having someone like Richard Wilson knocking around the set? I mean, is that intimidating or great fun or?
Absolutely not intimidating at all.
He doesn't carry that with him.
Not at all. It's
part of his grace, I suppose.
He's a total gent. I don't know anybody on set. Everybody loves him on set. Everybody, like crew.
He's very generous. He has, and I don't mean that in a, I suppose in a, I don't know, material way. He's just very generous with his time and you know, talking to you, and he doesn't. He's not someone who imposes himself on you, but if you needed help, you know, he'd have no hesitation to give it to you. And yeah, he's like, you see our faces now.
We love him.
We're just talking about him,
Clearly,
you know, we're beaming about him.
Yeah.
How long? When did you finish filming? You said it was a while ago.
They just around the 9th, 10th of October.
That's quite specific. Well done, man.
God.
Yeah.
12th.
Yeah, well remembered.
Yeah, 12th of it.
Yeah.
So when you finish, I mean, you know, something as massive and as successful as this, do you know whether it's going to be coming back again, or is that still to be decided? Where are things with that?
I think we knew pretty soon on that it was going to, like the series, that it was going to go for another one. In previous series, it's been really like maybe a month or so after filming, they've gone on ratings and gone on the success rate, and it's just gone up and up each year, and it's in 180 different countries all over the world. So it's really that. I mean, that's an exciting thing too. It just seems to get more and more popular.
You two are going to be mobbed all over the world as long as you're wearing your outfits, of course.
Yeah, we go incognito when we're not.
You had a particularly attractive outfit on Saturday night, Bradley.
Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. I selected it myself. I'll be wearing it out tonight, in fact, I think, on the town. And, yeah.
And you do play the simpleton very well as well.
Well, it's something that comes so naturally for me. I you know,
You slotted into that.
I
perfectly.
just went into my offset character.
Colin, I wonder what the enduring appeal is of this. I mean, I remember watching it when I was a kid, 35 years ago.
And
I mean,
the
what?
rest.
Oh, right, yeah. But I mean, what is the enduring appeal of Merlin? Because new generations continue to fall in love with it. It's such a hit, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the Arthurian legend, we're lucky that we're working in something that's so grounded in a rich legend and popularity and history, and it has been retold and retold throughout the centuries, and that's now a tradition that we're now part of, retelling it in a new way. And Merlin's been an intriguing character. I don't think we've ever quite seen him presented in such a detailed way at such a young age. So I mean, that gives you quite a lot of leeway as an actor to put your own spin on it. And I think, yeah, it's bringing a popular legend to a new generation as well. So hopefully, kids watching it now who weren't aware of Arthurian legend before will look into it a bit more.
Yeah, so you're sure you're not going to give anything away about the next episode?
Go on.
Because there's this scene.
Watch it. Be patient.
I
It's
know.
on
I
Saturday.
can't wait. That there's this
Saturday, 8 o'clock.
Crikey.
at the end of
It's like waiting for Christmas.
At the end of last Saturday's thing, there was the scene where the hands go on the sword and it's in the stone, and you just think, is it? Oh, I don't know. It's got to, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, all I will say is it's not going to be as in the fashion of Merlin. It's going to be told in a different way. So it's not what you expect.
Well,
Exciting. Great.
On that note, we must leave you. Gents, we wish you every success in your careers. It's lovely to have you on the programme this morning. We wish you every success with the programme as well. The series finale of Merlin, The Sword in the Stone, Part 2, goes out on Christmas Eve. That's this Saturday evening at 8 o'clock on BBC One Wales. Our thanks